Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today in this video, I'm providing you more updates on state providing an economic stimulus money. A lot of states so far right now continue to provide more economic stimulus money to their residents. As you know, the inflation soared 9.1% in June compared to a year ago, and continuing an expensive trend that been harmed the household for years. Gas, housing, food price have been especially burdensome. Also, like the drivers seem to be like finally get some release at the pump, right? You can see it's like the gas going down a little bit, but it's still very high. So many states are using the surplus fund from the federal COVID-19 aid package to fund the stimulus efforts. So in this video, I'm going to provide you a breakdown of some of the state stimulus efforts so far. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if this is your first time. For the one who already done that, thank you very much for your support. And if you have any question throughout my video, feel free to add on your comment. I will try my best to research and return it to you at timely manner. So far you can know California. Qualifying California resident will receive a relief check worth up to $1,050. The government Gavin Newsom announced last month. And the payment vary depending on their filing status and income. So if you are filer, receive one additional payment if you have at least one dependent, but do not get more money for each dependent. For example, if you are single family, you earn less than $75,000, it would get you $700, regardless of whether you have one or more students. So here is the breakdown. If you are single filer, and if you have the income of up to $75,000, you got $350 plus $350 if you have at least one dependent. So if you add it up, you get $700, right? And if your income between $75,000 to $125,000, you're going to earn $500, including $200 for yourself, and then $250 for yourself and $250 for your dependents, at least you have one. And if your income around $125,000 to $250,000, you're going to get $400. So $200 for yourself and additional $200 if you have at least one dependent. But if you are joint filing tax return, so your income a little bit different. If you make up to, if you earn $150,000 per year, you're going to get $700 for yourself, plus additional $350 if you have at least one dependent. So if you add it up, you're going to get $1,000.50 for a couple filing tax joining return. And if your income is in between $150,000 to $250,000, you're going to get $500. if you have at least one dependent, right? If you don't, then you only get $250 only. And if your income between $250,000 to $500,000, you're going to get $400. Plus, if you have at least one dependent, you get another $200. So, though is for who earn above the income limit, you will not get any payment. I'm sorry for that. The payment will be direct deposits, or they send a debit card to you by late October. Okay, that is California. Colorado. So for Colorado taxpayer, you will receive one-time rebate worth $750 for individuals and $1,500 for joint filing. With that, that's called like Colorado cashback tax rebate. So residents who file the state tax return can expect the payment before September 30, 2022. And for those who file extension, you will receive the refund by January 31st, 2023. That is according to your government administration. The payment will be mailed either by check to the address that you provided to the IRS. However, a month earlier than normal this year because of the high inflation with the COVID, facing the rising costs from pandemic, inflation, supply chain challenges, etc. The your Colorado State representative that they mentioned the check isn't tied to the inflation. So for Delaware State, they will be issued $300 the relief check to each adult resident in May of this year, and it will be continued to send out the payment throughout the summer who filed the tax return 2021 state tax return. You can go to the IRS of your state, Delaware, to track your payments. For Florida residents, about 60,000 low-income families will receive one-time payment worth about $450 per qualified child. This is including if you have a foster children or adopt children. So the check already mailed out according to the Florida Department of Children and Family told last week. For Georgia, they will send out one-time release payment up to $250 for single filing and for $500 if you filing tax return joints. And if you are the head of the household, you're going to receive $375 in May. For Hawaii's people, if you are your income is less than $100,000 per year, and if you are a couple filing joint tax return, you're going to get $300. So for those who earn more, will get only $100. And the money expect to send out stack in the end of August. Adoha. So in February, you know, your government already approved a measure to send the tax rebate up to $75 per taxpayer and each dependent. So for 2000, so they compare 12% of their 2020 tax returns, whichever is greater, they're going to send it out. Illinois. So for Illinois, in 2021, in year 2021, you're going to receive $50 tax rebate for all individuals who make less than $200,000 a year, and $100 for couple who earn less than $400,000 per year. And you also receive $100 per dependent, and it's up to 3 dependents. So in June 2023, the state is suspending the sale tax on the grocery. They will delay the schedule of increase in the state fuel tax. They will reduce the sale tax on some of the back to school item, so the family can have a break from it. For the homeowner, you're also getting a tax break. So the state is providing the property tax rebate for eligible homeowner who earn less than $250,000 for individuals, and for couple filing tax joining less than $500,000. So you're going to receive this rebate, and the tax rebate automatically for the coming year. For Indiana, so for Indiana, residents will receive $125 each after they file their 2021 tax return. For those who typically earn too little to file for tax return, they will be also qualified for the payment. And the second payment, about $225 per taxpayer, they also on the proposal. So hopefully if they get approved, you're going to receive another $225. For Maine, qualified Maine residents receive one-time rebate about $850 in June. In average, the family should receive about $1,700 according to the government Janet Mill. For those who have not received a payment until October 31st, 2022 to their filing 2021 individual tax return to get one. So if you file the tax return, you're going to receive it. But if you have not, then wait until October 31st, 2022 to check your mail. Probably the payment sent out during that time for you. For Massachusetts resident, so right now, the Massachusetts legislature have sent multiple cash payment to low-income essential worker this year. Is about $500. So they is on the way, right? You're going to receive $250 for individual tax return earning if your income in between $38,000 to $100,000. And you're going to receive $500 if you filing tax return joinings for couple. If your income is up to $150,000. The resident can expect the payment by the end of September. For New Jersey resident will, if you have at least one qualified dependent, you're going to receive the rebate check up to $500, and it's been sent out. So make sure you check in your mail. For homeowner, some of the homeowner and renter also can apply to receive the tax rebate next year. So check your New Jersey website and fill out, apply for the tax rebate. For New Mexico, so the qualified New Mexico resident, you're going to receive the refundable child tax credit, and it's up to $175 per child, as well as one-time refund income tax rebate is worth about $250 for qualified single filer and $500 for marriage if you file couple joinings. So the rebate, they already sent it out in June. So hopefully you are receiving those money. For Oregon, 100,000 low-income family receive one-time payment of $600 between June 23rd and July 11th. So that's information according to your state government. And I hope that you already received that payment from now. For South Carolina families, you're going to receive the rebate up to $800 by the end of this year. Is the value depend on your individual tax circumstance. Usually it's estimately 44% of South Carolina filing tax return who do not pay state income tax and will not receive a rebate. For Virginia resident, a qualified Virginia resident, you're going to receive a one-time payment is worth $250 for individual and $500 for couple. So you're going to receive the rebate by this fall. Also, right now, there is more proposal have been brought up, and they waiting for approval, such as the Kansas, the state of Kansas, the North Carolina, Connecticut, Georgia, Maryland, etc., Alaska, etc. Though the proposal have been proposed, and hopefully they get approved soon, you're going to get some money for those residents. For the Pennsylvania and New York, they are sending the tax rebate to the homeowner. So if you are the homeowner, check your mailbox. Probably you receive some good news for your families. That's all information I have for you today. on these videos. And thank you for listening and stay until the last. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. If the subscribe button is still in red, click on it. Thank you for your support and look forward to see you in my next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.